Talk about a loaded topic. You see, this is the video where I tell you exactly who you are and what your personality should be, and if all of those boxes are not properly selected and checked, well, you have to give up your cat. Are you ready? Okay, of course, that's not what's happening today, but these questions, just to me, they're always a bit interesting because the notion that there could ever be some type of concrete answer is kind of funny. So I'm pretty much going to abort the topic question with respect to any concrete personality traits. I think it's fair to say that cat folks are probably caring and loving people, dog folks pretty much the same, right? You can see that we could be digging our way straight to the heart of stupid if we start assigning qualities and such. Just not a big fan of all that jazz. What does being a cat person say about your personality? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to toss out several attributes, several qualities, and rather than giving a my way or the highway stance, I want you to tell me if this jives with you. And if it doesn't, if not, let me know a little bit more about your personality in the comments below. I'll just kick things off with this one. I'm a huge sports nerd, a huge sports nerd. If you've been around this channel for a while, you know it to be true. If I can tie something to sports, then I'm more than happy to do so. Now, I think it's fair to say that a sports nerd and a cat owner, not exactly the typical combination. It's not mac and cheese, but it could be oil and water to some. So, just counting myself in this whole thing, I pretty much break all of the old stereotypes about cat owners, especially male cat owners. So let's just start with that caring and compassionate, what I just mentioned earlier. I think that's a given. I would certainly think it's a given, hope it's a given. You won't own a cat for very long if you're not, at the very least, a kind and caring person. What about patient or being patient and patience? All those P words, huh? I'd say that being a cat owner probably speaks to your patience. Cats are not for everyone, and ownership can take a lot of hard work, and so much of that work, well, it'll test your mind for sure and test your limits. You have to be patient to be a loving cat owner, at least in my opinion. I'd also suggest, here again, just an opinion, just a suggestion, that many cat owners are introverted. If you have a bunch of cats, it could mean that you're a bit shy and reserved, but here again, you tell me. If you've got 33 cats and you're the life of the party, comment below. Cat owners, I'd say many are independent, but also a bit guarded, going back to my hunch about being introverted. Here again, I'm not big on the whole studies, the experts, and all that mumbo-jumbo when it comes to topics like these. I think life experiences work better, so I'm just going to go with my own history and just my observation of others. I'd also say, and this is something I've known from the comments section and the community section here on the channel, that many of you seem to have a heart for the world. Of course, that could be filed under kindness and compassion, but this channel has taught me that many of you seem to have a heart for each other, a concern for each other, a willingness to help others. I see folks helping others all the time in the comments section, so yeah, I'd say that if you're a cat person, it could indicate that you have a heart for the world, that you are concerned about more than just yourself, and that the part you play in this circus of life, it's not just all about you. You care for other people. Is that a cat-specific trait? Of course not, but I do think, I think it's fair to say that a lot of cat owners think more than just within themselves. How about them? How about them apples? What about intelligence? I'd say that cat owners are above average intelligence. I'd say probably so. They are. On average, there's a lot to take in as a cat owner, and I'm sure not just anyone can do the job. Sure, you have to be kind and patient, but there's some smarts involved, just like with other types of animal ownership. So, if you've been caring for animals for decades, you've got some brains on you. I think you've got some brains on your side. Of course, I've got 3 cats, and I look after 2 others, and I'm as dumb as a rock, as you can tell by this voiceover. I'm certainly the outlier. I graduated college with a 2-point Dumbo GPA, but by and large, I think most cat owners, myself excluded, are quite intelligent and probably have a proud diploma on the wall. I mean, I've got a college diploma on the wall, but it just has LOL in the middle, and the date that they told me that I couldn't stay any longer. And like I've said countless times, I'm not preaching. It's not my place to preach to you. I'm not going to tell you who you are, but you tell me. So what does everyone think about this one? Owners, cat owners, and relationship status. I guess that could be a personality connection, perhaps. Are a lot of cat folks single? Are they married? Long-term relationships? I guess the stereotype would say single, but I really have no clue. And here's another, pretty much the elephant in the room, or the cat in the room, the cat lady. I'll be doing a video about what defines a cat lady sometime down the road, I hope. But we've all heard it, right? The cat lady. It's pretty much a derogatory term these days, and I reckon it always has been. But what does it really mean, in your opinion? Does being a female cat owner, does that just make you a cat lady? I guess the assumption being that you're single, right? And you've replaced everything, a love interest, let's say, with a boatload of felines. Maybe you're that person with the 33 cats I mentioned earlier. Whatever it means, I guess it means different things to different folks. I'm a dude, so am I a cat man or a cat daddy? Who the heck knows? If you're a woman and you've got cats, how do you think this, the whole cat lady business reflects on you as it relates to the rest of the world? Do folks just assume that you're one of those cat ladies? Simply because you're a woman with some cats? Here again. Is that truly a reflection of your personality? The comment section, I want your opinions on that cat lady stuff. So I think I'll close up shop for this topic. I can feel that we're going off the rails, or at least I am, as typical, right? Different video, different approach today. I mean, I could have gone through a list of what the top experts have to say on the Harvard people, but whatever. I'm not going to put everybody into a box, and you are who you are, and I want you to tell me who you are. So how about that? Some of these personality questions and pet ownership, what does it all really say about you? Not what the experts say about you, but what do you say about you? I'm just not a fan of all that other stuff. If you're a cat owner, that doesn't have to mean you fall into any of this stuff. Not a big fan of stereotypes. So, I'm rambling, obviously. If you're new here, what's up? Please subscribe, check out some of the content. Not every video is as terrible as this. Some are, but most are not, I would like to think. This channel is all shapes and sizes, so hope you find some of the material informative. And if you've been around here for a while, you have my sympathy. Kidding. It's always a pleasure to have you back, and thanks for sticking around. Much love to you. The comment section. I covered a lot of stuff here today, so you tell me, do you fall under any of these old stereotypes? If you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool. You tell me. What does owning a cat say about your personality? Do you think at the root of it all, do you think we have a common personality trait? What do you think it is? If we do, what do you think it is? I think I'm anxious to know that more than any of the other stuff that I rambled on about. Well, I'll give you the final say. Time to fade to black. See ya.